Aloha, Ohana and friends. It's Tales with Tutu again, and today I have another one for you. Another oldie but goodie. It was written in 1974. It's called I'm Terrific by Marjorie Sharmart. And it's about a little boy who thinks he is terrific, and yet nobody else seems to quite agree. Now, the way I'm going to read this story is in dialogue. So, for those of you that read stories, instead of using all the saids that are in a book to enable the reader, leave the saids out and let your voice do the talking once the characters are established. Jason Everett Bear and his mother lived in a tidy little house in the forest, and they took long walks under the trees, and they had long talks in the kitchen, and they loved each other very much. And there was someone else Jason loved very much too, himself. I'm terrific. And he would hold himself and hug himself over and over. And I do terrific things. Jason also had a big box of gold stars. And every time he did something terrific, he gave himself a gold star. Or if he did something very terrific, he gave himself 2 gold stars. Occasionally, he gave himself 3 gold stars because he was super duper terrific. As a matter of fact, Jason's tongue was always gummy from licking too many stars. But that didn't keep him from talking. When I hear myself talk, I hear such wonderful things. I have to give myself a gold star. Well, one day, Jason's neighbor, Raymond Squirrel, came by. Jason was sweeping the front steps. Look at me, Raymond. I'm a terrific sweeper. I work so hard that some days my mother has nothing to do but look at her toenails and eat chocolates. You're ridiculous, Jason. Also, I never wipe dirt on towels. You're also boring, Jason. And I bet you eat your spinach, too. Well, of course I do. My mother mixes it with white sauce and calls it Green Cloud Supreme, and I eat it all up. Yuck! And Raymond walked away. Jason was thinking, Raymond just doesn't understand. And he kept on sweeping the steps with all his strength, and then he stood back to admire them. What a neat, beautiful job. Maybe it's a 2-star job. And he gave himself 2 gold stars. But he never gave any gold stars to any of his friends. Jason sat down on the clean steps to rest, along with Marvin Raccoon came by to visit. Hey, Marvin, you want to see the cleanest steps in the forest? Not if I can help it. No, stay and talk for a while. Here, have a nice, clean seats. No thanks, Jason. And he started to walk away again. Wait, Marvin, why are you walking away? Is there something wrong with me? Ha! You don't know? If I had to ask you to name 10 things about me, would 9 of them be good? You must be joking, Jason. Well, my mother says I'm a good little bear. You're just a mama's bear. And he walked away. Jason sat alone on the clean steps. Sometimes when somebody knows you for a long, long time, they don't appreciate you. Except maybe mothers. One day, a brand new bear moved into the forest. Jason thought, I'm going to make her my new friend and show her all my gold stars and how terrific I am. Here's my chance for someone else to appreciate me. So Jason went over to introduce himself. Hello there. I'm Jason Everett Bear. I suppose you've already heard of me. Well, I'm Henrietta Bear, and no, Jason, I haven't heard of you. Why should I have? Well, the truth is that I'm terrific and I do terrific things. Is that right, Jason? Name one. One? Well, check out my shiny hair. I brush it till it squeaks. Brush your hair twice a day and all the knots will go away. I'm also very industrious and lovable, and you're just a show-off, Jason. And she slammed the door in his face. You have a very bad disposition, Henrietta. And he walked home. Well, Jason went to bed early that night. And he always went to bed early, as a matter of fact. 8 hours of rest puts hair on my chest, which is good for a bear. But Jason couldn't sleep that night, and the next morning he looked at his mother. Mom, maybe I'm not terrific after all. Oh? Yeah, you're the only one left who thinks I'm really terrific. Maybe I'm just a mama's bear. And I want to be my own bear. Well, Jason, I think that's what you should be. As you grow up, you'll try new things. You'll learn what's right for you and what isn't right for you, and then you'll be your own bear. Well, lately I haven't tried anything new except giving myself gold stars. I've tried the same old stuff. and I'm tired of it. I'm ready for something different. Well, that sounds like a good idea, Jason. Yeah, you know what, Mom? I'm not going to clean the house anymore. All right. So I'll be so dirty that flies and bugs will crawl all over me. Well, flies and bugs have a right to, Jason. Yeah, but piles of garbage will reach the ceiling and make funny marks on it. And we'll still have to wear clothespins on our nose because the smell will be so bad. Well, that's okay, Jason. I have a couple of clothespins I can spare. I'm also going to clobber Richie Ratfink today. Well, maybe he deserves it. Maybe he doesn't. And I'm finished with spinach. I'm not eating it anymore. That's okay, Jason. It's getting out of season anyway. Yeah, I'm a brand new bear, Mom, and now I'm going to go out and try the new me. Well, good luck, dear. So Jason went over to Marvin's house. Marvin was in bed. Good morning, Marvin. I want you to come out and be the second to know. What? The second to know what, Jason? The new me. Oh? What about the new you? Well, I've stopped eating spinach. You don't say. And I stopped cleaning the house. Really? How can you sleep at a time like this? This is a big time. Jason bent over Marvin very carefully and tied knots all over his friend's fur. He tied big knots, little knots, fancy knots, plain knots, and then Jason stepped back and admired his work, and he went, that's a 3 gold star job of knot tying if I ever saw it. Marvin's eyes flew open. What? What have you done to me? Knots. I'm covered with knots. Yeah, Marvin, I did it. I'm the new me. Untie me this instant. Oh, can't do that. I don't untie. I only tie. That's the new me, Jason. And Jason walked away. Jason went to Raymond's house. Raymond was outside gathering nuts. Jason looked at him. Look at me, Raymond. I'm looking. Well, what do you think? Well, what? And he put all his nuts into little piles. Well, I'm different now, Raymond. Different than what? Than I was. I save garbage now instead of throwing it away. I attract flies, and I tie knots in people's fur. Raymond continued to pile his nuts, very uninterested and unimpressed with the new Jason. There's something else new about me and different. I kick piles of nuts all over the yard, and Jason quickly knocked down all the piles of Raymond's piles of nuts. And that's a 2-star kick, Raymond. I get 2 gold stars for the kicking. The new me doesn't pick up. It only knocks it down. Hey, you pick up those nuts. I piled them up very carefully. Nope, I don't do that. The new me just kicks them down. And he ran off. And then he went over to Henrietta's house. And he knocked on the door. Hi, Henrietta. I'm a brand new bear. Really, Jason? Yeah. I tied Marvin's fur into knots. I kicked Raymond's piles of nuts all over the yard. And now I'm going to go clobber Richie Ratfink. I'm going to do stuff and put cement in people's toothspades. And I'm going to do... you're just a show-off. And she slammed the door in his face. You don't like me, Henrietta? Jason walked away. His head down, he sat down by a stream. Nobody thinks the new me is very terrific. And maybe it's not. So Jason ran back to Marvin's house. I'm sorry, Marvin, for tying knots in all your fur. And he untied all the knots in Marvin's fur. Then he went to Raymond's house. Raymond, please forgive the new me. That was not a very good thing to do. And he helped pick up all the piles of nuts for Raymond. And then he went to Henrietta's house. But she didn't answer the door this time. She'd had enough of that show-off. So he left her a flower on his doorstep, and he went home to talk to his mommy. Now his mother was sitting on the porch. He snuggled up to her. Mom, nobody likes the new me, and neither do I. He sat down by his mother. Now I don't know who I am. Well, Jason, I know who you are. You're a good little bear who's thinking things over. Well, I guess that's a good thing to be, a thinking bear. And Jason spent the rest of the day thinking. This is the first real thinking I've done in a long, long time. I'm kind of out of practice, and I hope I don't make a mistake. Jason went to bed thinking. The next morning he woke up. He ran downstairs shouting, Mother, Mother, I know what I am, and I know who I am. I'm just Jason Everett Bear, and I'm glad of it. Well, I'm glad too. Yeah, I don't need stars or clean steps or cement and toothpaste or nuts and anything. And he ran upstairs to his room. He opened his big box of gold stars. He ripped stars from his walls, the lampshades, tables, chairs, bureau, and bed, and he put them all in a box. And then he went outside to have a giant U-star giveaway. Giant giveaway stars, new and used. Henrietta, Marvin, and Raymond all came along, and they went, Jason, what are you doing? Well, I'm giving away all my gold stars to other people. I don't need them anymore. I don't believe it, Jason. Well, you better believe it, Marvin. This is the real new me. What about the old you and the other new you? Well, who are they? They were very much a show-off and boring, and I'm simply just Jason Everett Bear, and that's all I have to be, and I have nothing more to say. Raymond put his arm around Jason. That's incredible. Marvin smiled at him. Fantastic. But Henrietta, the one he was really trying to press, she put her arm around him and said, now, Jason, you really are terrific. Who's terrific and magnificent? You are. Have a great day and share the story with someone on the way home today, along with a song. Aloha.